Okay, now before I start, I would like to introduce my co-hosts for today. We have Rizal Zulkapli, and also we have Shweta Rajpal Kohli. Yeah, and they will be helping me out because we have 30 guests in our big studio in Bursa Malaysia. Now, I would like to start with our guest, Datuk Khairil Anwar Aziz. Well, Datuk Khairil Anwar Aziz is with GAPROF. GAPROF is basically a group of professionals that meet regularly to suggest great ideas to FELDA. Now, Datuk, I want to ask you this question. Now, when you talk about enhancing domestic resilience, yeah, what are the things that we need to tweak almost immediately to achieve that? Yes.
Thank you, Suhaimi, and the rest of the panel. First of all, everybody is gluing up themselves to the TV, waiting for the Prime Minister to present the table the voting budget. Domestic resilience, all of us know that the population Malaysia has about 29 million. Within the 29 million, we have to create something that can really contribute income to the country. For FELDA, for instance, we allocated 1.4 billion for second generation housing, which will increase or encourage the business system of construction sectors and industry. And we can consider ASEAN as our domestic market. We can get access to 600 million people. How do you make the best of it? I think the challenge for us is to find out what are the important things that we should do in order to encourage spending, at the same time to balance the government debts and household debts. I think these are the things that have been talking in the market. People are talking about it for the past 2-3 months, talking about GST, talking about subsidy rationalization, talking about affordable housing. So these are the things they are waiting from the Prime Minister from the budget committee.
Okay, right. Okay, let me just change my microphone. I think Datuk Zuraida Atan, you former banker, lawyer, volunteer. Now, I think you also have some input when we talk about enhancing domestic resilience. I think maybe Shweta can provide Datuk Zuraida of the microphone. Yes.
Thank you, Suhaimi. I think there's a lot of things that there's a lot of wish lists.
Yes, yeah.
From Rakyat, basically. Perhaps I should sort of steer you away to what people would like right now is a lot of very topicals on housing, on affordable homes, particularly for. Today I put on my hat under the Student Volunteers Foundation. So we talk about students or when they graduate or they, their first. It's always that first home that's very expensive. And with regards to some of the things that I would like, if you will permit me to say,
please, this is free for all.
Right,
it's like
I would certainly. Like all the companies, for instance, be given, corporates and corporations be given tax reliefs or benefits to encourage a lot more volunteerism in terms of encourage whether they are from students, from youth, from adults. So these are the things to have a better life, if you like, sort of a balanced lifestyle.
Okay, great.